it's easy for you to scan a code and just start scanning it. I mean, we're going to.
It redirects the user to the real Instagram login page using header location.
Hi guys, welcome back to TechAngell's channel. On the series of Hangout, this is our episode 3 of this series, and I love the way you guys are engaging in the video, liking it, sharing it. Like, it's so interesting. I love shooting all this episode of Hangout. So today we are having somebody that is interested in social engineering and marketing and to be thinking about social engineering, but a specific type of phishing. But we are going to just talk about the whole thing today, and let's welcome Daniel.
Once again, our viewers, welcome back to TechAngell. Thanks for subscribing and viewing our videos. Once again, today I'm delighted to be part of this episode where we'll be talking about social engineering. More specifically, we're going to talk about phishing, which is the use of QR codes to carry out phishing scams on people, where people are able to just go in and tap on links and then, QR codes and stuff like that. So stay tuned and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm so interested in it. Like, I've been hearing about phishing.
Yeah.
And I heard about the QR phishing, which is Quishing.
Yes.
Yeah. But I never pay attention to have an in-depth knowledge of what it is or what it causes. I just know about social engineering in it all and phishing and that I never knew about. So the QR code phishing is the current one people are using to target.
So normally what happens if we have to start with the preliminaries? Phishing is basically, it's a cyber threat where cyber criminals are using QR codes to hide or encapsulate illegal, illicit, malicious code. You are going to redirect people to malicious websites that they can be scammed. Basically, why are they using QR codes? What is the motive behind the use of QR codes? One, they just want to steal personal data, and two, they want to steal your personal data. They want to steal your important data, because imagine it's easy for someone to easily scan a code.
Yes.
But this code has a lot of very malicious code. Someone can even inject in a keylogger into that QR code. So at the end of the day, you can easily get your information taken all the time.
That's very different. I think they are using this QR code because now people have started to understand the dangers of URL.
Yes.
So maybe immediately when somebody look at it, it might be suspicious. Yeah. But something with QR code, they can never think that this is a phishing code, a QR code or something like that, and then boom,
someone is taking.
That's so dangerous, guys.
So for all people who don't know what barcodes are or what QR codes are, QR codes are quick response barcodes. Basically, they are two-dimensional codes that are put together. Their main intention is to store data, they are used as a storage facility for someone who, if, for example, Asia wanted to store information, let's say date of birth, anything, she could create a QR code that stores all that information. So these days it's more easy for someone to just scan a QR code than having maybe a whole list of information. So now these scammers have looked at it as it's more one, easy, and two, it looks more legit.
They can penetrate easily.
Yes.
Get into people's mindset, yes, exactly, and easily got what they want to get.
Because it's easy for you to scan a code and just start scanning it. Going to
nowadays they are using just social engineering of it in a different ways. They have studied the human minds, so it's better for them to just use the people's minds so easily than going through the long process of hacking and just other stuff. Just that's the mindset of people that
because it's easy. If I want to, for example, we're here with you, and I know very well that, okay, I want to access your, maybe I want to access your Instagram or Facebook. I won't come to you and be like, hey, can you give me? Even if I sent you a link, you will not have it.
Exactly.
So, but if it's the code, you'll be like, okay, it's a code. You want to understand what is inside that code.
Yeah.
Because one, it is hidden, you're not saying what is inside, so you're definitely you're going to click on it, and you're going to scan it. That's going to
malicious code. Like, people have to be mindful of putting their information in sites that they are not sure of, like it's not legitimate. But one thing I want to ask is that, is it possible, like, even if they did not enter their personal information, maybe they can steal their data at the back end or something like that?
So it's very possible that at the end of it all, however much you might not be able, because social engineering is all about luring you to giving you information. So what happens here is, even if you're not able to give me information at hand, or you're not able to go, but this is a link, this is a QR code, whereby it's a matter of you just scanning it. Once you scan it, then there is code inside it, definitely it redirects automatically to some other site, So it's more now the advanced kind of phishing that people are using, because it's easy for someone easily get trapped. Other than the messages, the scam, they call phishing, the phishing and the other types of
phishing and other phishing.
Yeah. So it's easy in that way. So what we're saying is, yes, however much it's now coming is a threat, but there are other mitigation factors we can put in. As a person, you can always be like, okay, as a person, this is what I'm supposed to do to avoid this kind of. So if you see a QR code, you just don't scan it.
Yeah, I will start doubting, did I trust you? So now wait, Daniel. But if you give me a code and say, please send me some money inside the scan this thing, I have to be very
careful, because
now
your data might go. Someone can see your data without you knowing. So
exactly.
So in a case whereby we're having a discussion where someone had a keylogger inside the QR code, and then someone unknowingly just tapped on it. Scanned it, and before you know it, all his data and all the backs all the keystrokes are being recorded, and all his data is gone.
But that keylogger, to me, like, people are using it very well nowadays, and it's very dangerous because something is just there, saying everything you are typing on your system, and then even if it is your password you have typed, they will know that the backspace, everything you are doing, somebody is just recording the keystroke, and you gather all the information, all the insight you wanted to just read the keylogger.
What people ought to do, or what people should do is, one, they should just be mindful, because we're all here to create awareness. We are all here to tell people that, hey, however much there is this, but you can always mitigate it. You can always avoid it. So there is a prevention is better than cure. So the reason why TechAngell comes out with this episode is, one, to teach all of us on, yes, there are many cyber threats. You might not be aware. A few people might be aware of it, but those who are not aware, so you're able to get this information from her channel. So because at the end of the day, when you're able to understand it, if information is a key to a lot of things. Once you have information, then you're safe from a lot of things. So better, that's why we are always coming through to have this kind of engagements, because tomorrow you might be a victim of, phishing. Someone will send you a malicious QR code, and before you know it, all your data, all your stuff is gone.
So we are trying to create awareness, advocates of cyber attacks, cyber threats, create awareness to people, let them know about all these attacks, let them know about cyber security. Even if they are not going to pursue a course of certification in cyber security, at least they should know how to stay safe. Because cyber security it involves everybody.
And
as far as we are in this digital world, you are supposed to know cyber security. Because there are a lot of attacks. We all are in this digital world. We are all using computers in one way or the other. Our account,
starting from mobile, as long as you're connected to
our
your
whole
phone,
life
whole life, mobile phones,
hospitals,
everything.
banks, like every single thing now. We are in digital world in a simple world. The intelligence in it that they used to transfer, like you will never think now. Even the URL, right? You will never think that this URL is a malicious one.
Yes.
I think the other day I was watching a video of someone. She's a cybersecurity leader, like that. So she was saying that somebody sent her an email. It was a phishing email.
Yeah.
So when she saw it, her mind did not settle it. So she copied the source code of that email.
Yes.
Went to this thing. What's that? The name of that thing? The virus daughter. But still, it showed her that URL and that email is legitimate. Like that email is legitimate. So still her heart did not settle it. She went again, like she continued trying to investigate about the content, and she found out that it has been used in 3 ways, and it is a phishing email, and she confirmed. So like I was like, this guy is trying to do a smart move of phishing.
You know what they are doing these days is we have tools online. For example, I will put my phishing link, my phishing URL, but then I want it to look like it's a real thing because I want to play with your mind. I want to manipulate you. I want to lure you to clicking on it. So I will have to fake it until it's real.
Yeah.
So we have tools like Grabify. When you go to Grabify, it will shorten your URL to make it more
legitimate. Yeah.
So I mean, back in the day, someone could just get a URL, maybe Facebook.com. Then he was going to be right Facebook. Then moves all sections like Facebook.
But this one will be looking so.
But this is going to be look like you will look at it. If you are not so keen, you'll be like, wow, this is real Facebook. Yes, at the end of the day, if you click on it, you will redirect you to a fake Facebook site, and then before you know it, you're giving in your data, you're giving in your password, and that's how people are getting off their accounts, you know. That's why we come out here to be like, hey, you need to be cautious, one, on your online activities, because if you're not cautious, then you are going to be prey. You're going to fall prey of this kind of attacks.
Exactly.
So generally, you just need to be aware that, hey, you know what? Someone can always use something to lure you. Someone can always play around with your head. Someone can always. Yes, because they easily someone easily just like they know where they want to Asia, but then they cannot access Asia's phone. What do? They will have to make her be able to use because on a honest basis, unless. But for you to hack into Asia's phone or someone's phone, then she must give you permission to do that.
Yes.
So she won't just give you permission like that. So you have to, by all means, craft a way of making sure that she willingly does it without knowing that she's doing it. That's what people do. So you know, it's really.
In all the times of attack, I think I love social media.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I want to do a write-up and a research about social media.
It's a very interesting
because of the way it's used our brain.
Yeah, it involves a lot of logical thinking.
A lot of logic and intelligence.
Yes, you must be very creative
to our mindset and do what it's want to do.
Because now, having understood that, okay, someone can use social engineering to get whatever they want from you, what then do you need to do as a person? What are some of the solutions, or what are some of the steps you have to take?
Let's have a good next solution.
Okay. Subscribe, keep liking, keep commenting.
You know,
let's get insights.
Daniel is my big G when it comes to subscribe, like, and share. You know,
keep sharing, keep liking. We love it today.
Kudos to him, right?
Yeah.
Kudos to him.
Let's show the support.
Yeah, guys, welcome back from the short break. we'll continue as we are having some talk, right? So,
Yeah. We were talking about when we left for the break. We were talking about what we can do, or the solutions to avoid this kind of attacks. So, in a nutshell, we say for QR codes, it's gonna be general, but for QR codes, you need to always find out the details of the URL codes that are associated with the QR code. So when you have scanned it, you have seen it's a URL code. Take your time, go through it, look at the components or the contents of the URL. Is it real? Look at is it full? Maybe if it's Facebook, is it real Facebook? Or if it's Instagram, is it real Instagram?
look at the URL.
You look at the URL. Sometimes look at the domain. Where is it redirecting you to? Is it secure or insecure? So all those things. After that, after looking at all those things, what will avoid yourself from getting yourself in problems, in trouble. The other thing, if we have to talk about other phishing attacks, you just need to be vigilant. You just don't need to click on anything. You just don't need to put yourself in anything. I mean, you just need to always think twice. Look, take time, go get through it. First, check out, find out, is it real? Take 1-2 minutes to ask yourself, like, is this a real thing?
Make sure, as you are not sure of that website, never put them in
Yes.
it because they are very sensitive.
You see, these phishing methods or this phishing, they are meant in a way, they are built in a way that they are able to bypass email securities. They are able to bypass the security set up by the protocols, the email protocols. So it's something that can easily be done. They are made in a way that they can easily, someone can easily bypass your email stuff.
Mhm.
So you need to really be very careful. Later on, we are going to have a practical session, maybe later on how this phishing, how these QR codes are used to do these attacks. So I think in this same video, we're going to have the part of the practical part of it, so we can see how code is injected in the QR code. So practically, you're able to see what we're talking about in real life. So you can see how it works and how, though we're just doing it for educational purposes, we are not hackers.
Yeah.
Illegal. We're doing it purposely for education and also to share awareness and share knowledge to those who might not have this knowledge. So I believe that by having this kind of practicals, by having this kind of real world scenarios, they're able to see that this is what happens. So in case they encounter such kind of things, they can be like, wow, we got this information from TechAngell. So that's why she's resourceful. She has a whole bunch of information. So ask a friend to ask a friend, to tell a friend, come always share this kind of knowledge so that we can always grow together and be safe in this digital space. Because it's not safe as long as you are connected to internet. By all means, you are not safe. Your safety is not guaranteed.
Right.
So you take precautions. You always have to take measures. I know not everyone is a technocrat. That's why we are trying to reach out to those who even don't have basic information about, in case you're encountered with this kind of threats, what do you do? But at least you have the information, you have the resources, you are able to know that I will do this if I get this kind of attacks. Basically, on every single day, on my mobile phone, I receive phishing links on a daily basis. But then I'm not able to click on them because I spam them. I took them. I actually take them as spam. Basically that. So let's be aware. We shall always keep doing the awareness. We shall always keep creating awareness and giving you solutions to this kind of problems. So stay tuned to a channel. Yeah. Always, anytime, we will keep us informed.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching this wonderful video. I will see you in the practical corner, right? Let's call it the hackers corner, where we are going to show how everything works. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel, for sharing this information with us, for making us be aware of what phishing is, what phishing is, and what social engineering is all about, and how we can prevent ourselves from all this types of attack. So with that, I say bye-bye. Thank you so much. Make sure you watch the practical session.
The document starts with standard HTML structure. It begins with the doc type declaration, indicating this is an HTML document. The HTML tag specifies the document language as English. That's why you see lang equals en. So lang stands for English, for language, and en stands for English. So after that, we go to the head section. The head section, what is the head section? The head section is like the beginning section of everything. So inside the head tag section, we have meta tags. So meta tags are basically these tags that are just going to show you like how the whole page is going to look like, how this HTML document is going to look like, the structure of the HTML one, the overall structure of the HTML tag. So we have the meta charset UTF-8 and meta name viewport, content with device, and all that. So the page title, the tag title Instagram. Now the title is Instagram login. So we embedded this with HTML stylings for the page elements. What are CS styles? CS styles are just like designing how we're going to design our page. They just try to modify how the page looks like. So the first thing in CSS styling, we have the body. Now what is the body in CSS styles? The body includes the styling sets, the font, background color, and centers content vertically and horizontally using flexbox. Now what are flexboxes? A flexbox is like a combination of display, flex, justify, content, center, align, items, and center. This is just like giving you like how your content is going to be visible on your web page. Then we have the container. Now a container in a layman's language, what is a container? Something that can be used to have a lot of things in it. Something that contains something. So styles define the login box appearance with a white background, borders, padding, and width. Then we have container image. The container image styles the Instagram logo with specific width and margin. Form elements. Now what are form elements? Form elements are form inputs, are styled with layered and appearance, padding, border, background, etc. Specific styling for the login button, input type equals submit with background color, text color, and bold font. Now we go to the body content. Within the body, as you can see, we have a div tag. What is a div tag? A div tag with class container contains 1, an image tag displaying the Instagram logo, and 2, a form tag element with actions. Blank meaning it submits to the current URL and method post for HTTP post method. I hope you understand. So the action blank point, if I have to explain for you people, for you my colleagues, is it means that every time we are going to click on it, it's going to have it submits to the current URL as you're going to see, you're seeing, and the method equals post. Now post is for HTTP post method. These are like longer URL in the form. 2, we have input fields, 1 for username, email, phone, and 1 for password, both required for form submission. A submit input button style for login, a paragraph P tag with a sign up link for new users. After now, basically that is a code for, that is an HTML code done. So we go for PHP. After the HTML content, PHP script is embedded within the PHP tags. It checks the form has been submitted, and server request method equals post. If true, it retrieves and sanitizes the user and password using HTML special characters to prevent XSS attacks. What are XSS? These are cross-site attacks. It logs the captured data, username and password to a file name educational log.txt. Using file put contents in append mode. File append. Finally, it redirects the user to the real Instagram login page using header location and this www.html and exists its so we open XAMPP control panel and we come to Apache. Apache helps us to run, it's already running, run the localhost. So what do I mean here? We're able to host local servers using the XAMPP control panel. Here, using the Apache local servers, we're able to run our scripts locally on PHP servers using port 80 and port 443. So having opened XAMPP, you come and look for your code. You come here, then you come to local disk C. You go to where you saved your XAMPP. For example, where you saved your XAMPP when you installed your XAMPP. So you come to my PC, go to local disk C, then come to XAMPP, then you come to htdocs. You come to htdocs somewhere. htdocs, yes. You come to htdocs. Up here, htdocs. In htdocs, you go to install. This is where you will save your script. You come to your local browser, one of your choice. Here, then do localhost. I had done that. Then it will give you a page as we had designed it in CSS, HTML, as you saw in the previous, as you have seen from the previous guide. So I will put in my username, my real username, and my password. So Daniel ed@gmail.com. Let's say that's my login email, and I will give in my password as 01. I will give in my password as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Shift add Daniel. You see, so having done this, what happens if I come here and say this? So this redirects me now to the original, Instagram page, which says continue as Daniel Quishing 23. But remember, the other was just a decoy. In simple terms, the other landing page was a decoy to lure you, put in your password, which was saved in this file format. So if I go out of this place, out of this local browser of mine, I go back to this and come back to this. If I open up this, I will find the passwords there. So this is how, you see, you will see that the username, this one, and the passwords here. So this is how scammers are easily accessing your passwords because of them. So this video is basically made for educational purposes and to let you understand how phishing is done. And then the main goal of this is to even show you how nowadays they're using QR codes to put in fake URL into this kind of to lure you do this kind of a thing. So be vigilant, be cautious while doing anything with anything suspicious. So thank you for listening. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and follow for more. See you next time.
See you in the fourth episode. Bye bye.